Welcome back to Pulse and our story about biodiesel. We're heading back to Asheville, North Carolina and stopping at a truck stop to learn more about biodiesel and how to drive green.
My name's Charlie Wilson. I own the Organic Mechanic here in Asheville, North Carolina. We work on all different kinds of cars, but 40 to 50% of our business that comes in is diesel because people are running biodiesel. The biggest misconception with biodiesel is that there has to be some kind of conversion to be able to run biodiesel, and that's not true. You can put biodiesel in any diesel vehicle and run it with no problem at all.
You're going to get increased engine life due to the lubricity of the fuel. You're going to get significantly lower emissions. The two fuels are really interchangeable. You can blend the two fuels together, so if you can get biodiesel but then you're traveling and you can't make it to another biodiesel station, you can put petroleum diesel right on top of that and keep traveling as normal. So it's a really convenient and what we like to call a seamless transition alternative fuel.
Biodiesel is the best alternative fuel that we have going for us because the infrastructure is already there. Hydrogen, may be a great alternative fuel, but there's no hydrogen stations, there's no hydrogen cars. But diesel cars and diesel vehicles are everywhere. All you have to do is take the petrol diesel out of the gas station and put biodiesel in there. The same pumps, the same cars.
Biodiesel at the pump is almost always a combination of biodiesel and petroleum diesel. The most common available blend, B5, is 5% biodiesel and 95% petroleum diesel. This blend is offered at truck stops across the country for the same price as petroleum diesel. At Blue Ridge Biofuels, they offer biodiesel in ranges from B20 to B99.
Someone says, why am I paying $3.50 at the pump for pure biodiesel? That's so expensive. Well, if you look at all these externalized costs, it's actually really cheap. When you look at a biofuel, you're paying something that's much closer to the cost of the actual fuel. It is slightly subsidized now, but is not subsidized nearly as much as the petroleum industry. So it's estimated that we pay anywhere from $4 to $8 per gallon of petroleum. You're just not paying it at the pump. Let's go over here and look at a couple vehicles that can run on biodiesel. What we have over here is a Mercedes. It's a whole series of these old Mercedes that were made back in the late 70s up through the mid 80s that are diesel engines. Beside this car, you also see a Volkswagen Jetta. This is a TDI. It's a turbo diesel injected engine. It can also run on diesel or biodiesel without the need for modifications.
Some people are looking for a cheap alternative fuel source like straight vegetable oil, which is fine if you've got some extra time on your hands and you don't mind the mess.
For me, definitely one of the biggest draws to straight vegetable oil was free fuel from restaurants. Biodiesel and straight vegetable oil differ in that vegetable oil powered vehicles just take the straight vegetable oil and they heat it up. You got to clean it, filter out the water and particulates, and then if you can heat it up, it'll get thin enough to pass through the diesel injectors. So this thing runs on biodiesel and vegetable oil. It's a multi-fueled vehicle. And what I did was I took the old water tank and I put a copper coil in it and hooked it up to my radiator lines, and that heats the tank of the vegetable oil, and then the fuel line actually runs through the coolant lines. It's called a hose within a hose, so that's heating up the vegetable oil line as it goes to the engine compartment.
Biofuel can be made from a lot of types of biomass, not just food crops. You can make biodiesel from soybean oil, you can make it from waste chicken fat from a factory. Even algae can be grown to treat wastewater systems and actually grow an incredibly large amount of oils.
The truth is that the farmers have been suffering for a long, long time. It's an outlet for the farmers to do something with their silage, something with their crops that normally wouldn't get done. Willie Nelson started promoting it a lot, and I got to listen to it, think about it. I'm from a farming community in the panhandle of Texas, and so it made sense. I mean, using biodiesel, I don't have to do anything different for the truck. It doesn't require any special maintenance. I get comparable fuel mileage, but at the same time, I'm giving something back. So I look for it.